chapter 10, verse 1, Revelation. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head as a halo, and his face was as it were the sun. So his face is shining like the sun, as a halo of the rainbow. And instead of garments like you and me, he's wearing clouds. And let's go. It says, and his feet as pillars of fire. Now imagine seeing that thing coming towards you. See, he's not like a spider monster or half cat, half pygmy. You just see power. So look at the description of this angel that's coming, and then see how he presents himself and what he does. Verse 2. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea and his left foot on the earth. Verse 3. And he cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. So imagine, already this being comes. So we can safely say he's incredibly big. In fact, he's massive. He has the ability to have one foot on the sea and another foot on the land. And he's clothed in clouds, and he has the rainbow as his halo. So even just by looking at that, without being an expert, you say this angel is high ranking. This angel is high ranking and highly possible. He has a lot to do, and plus his feet are pillars of fire. So he has a lot. I personally believe, he has a lot to do with the elements. And well, in verse 3, you can see, yeah, I believe so, because look what he says here. So now he cries out, and he sounds like a mighty lion roaring. So imagine that. And when he did call out, look what he says. He reads, and when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. So when he called out, and you could read this in the book of Enoch about the thunders, because there's the lightnings and then there's the thunders. He's saying that when he called out, the 7 thunders responded. So he called out and he all over the place. So what is happening here, just by this, the Almighty is announcing, I'm here. I've arrived. He's staking his claim. This is the 7th seal. Even if this was the 6th seal, when real spiritual activity happens, you don't want to be at the receiving end. So as I said, the presence of this particular angel is signifying the Almighty's coming. Watch verse 4.
Especially with the rainbow on his head, because the rainbow signifies the promise.
Promise of what?
Promise of the covenant that he would never flood the earth again.
See? This is all in remembrance. The pillars of fire of his feet. This is what protected the Hebrews from the Egyptians and separated them from the Red Sea. The cloud was there to use as a guiding light out of Egypt.
So this was maybe the angel that was in charge of all of that.
You said it, not me. Could be correct. But anyway, verse 4. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. So he was just about to write what the 7 thunders were saying. He said, don't write that. Verse 5. An angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven. Why? Because, as I said, it's a declaration. The Almighty is announcing himself, and his angel is doing it for him. That's why one foot is on the sea, another foot is on the earth, and now the hand is pointing towards the heavens. All the realms that the heaven or dominion that the heavenly Father gave to Adam. So he's making this declaration. Why? He's letting Lucy know, say, it's over. You had the chance. Try and get rid of my children. It didn't work. Try and make them all sin. You didn't succeed. I gave you a time limit. It's up now. Order has come. No matter how humble or how meek the Heavenly Father is, He's ready to box with you. He's ready to fight, ready to war with you. And you do it in the most soul crushing way. Because you have to realize, oh my gosh, I'm fighting the Almighty. That's the realization you're going to have. And He's doing it in this manner. He's making a declaration. Here's how He's doing it. Listen. So remember, one foot is on the earth, the other foot is on the sea, and now His hand is raised up to heaven. Verse 6. And swear by Him that liveth forever and ever. So when He done this, He started to swear to the Almighty. He said, in the name of the Almighty, this incredibly powerful angel. Remember, yes, this is the Almighty making a declaration, but why is He doing this? It is for Zion. You see, that's why He's doing this. To show that Zion, all that you've gone through, all that you've been suffering, all that has been happening, it finishes now. And now He's ready to war with everybody and anybody. We're not going to be left out in the open. We're not going to be left out in the cold. We're not going to be left out butt naked. We're not going to, it's all stops now. Everybody's going to see you for who you are, who you really are, and then some. That's why He's sent this angel to swear, to make an oath to everybody that can hear. God is issuing a challenge to anybody. Now I'm moving now. You had all the time to abuse me, to make fun of me, to abuse my people, to make fun of them, to cuss them, to humiliate them, to oppress them, everything. Thinking I won't do nothing, or I'm never going to do anything. You've made all these programs, Lucifer, Sabrina the Teenager, all this type of stuff, to abuse me. Okay, I'm here now. My children, you said they're this, you put them like that, you treated them this, okay, I'm here now. They're my children. So this angel came to swear on behalf of the Heavenly Father to everything that's existing. It reads, who created heaven and the things that therein are, and the earth and the things that therein are, and the sea and the things which are therein, that there should, listen, be time no longer. Basically, time's up. Do you understand? So he's swearing to the Heavenly Father. That's the greatest thing you can swear by. Greatest person you can swear to. He that made everything in heaven and on earth and in the sea. And Lucy exists in one of these areas. Listen. Everybody start taking note. Time is up. So, you know, like in Purge, you hear that like that. Basically, that's that. So now it's the Purge. So when the angel's there, he's there to say, okay, the challenge has been thrown down. Who's going to say or do anything? To show you how powerful that angel is, even the devil didn't come out. So who's that angel? Listen, verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, so understand that. So when the angel's saying all of this, it's not like it happens in a moment. He's saying it in spiritual time. You understand? So people start saying, oh, I heard something last night. No, you didn't hear anything. This is a spiritual situation. So in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, so the seventh angel is the one that's proclaiming this situation. When he shall begin to sound, and this is when you know when. As I said, this is when those that are from the Heavenly Father, they know when this will happen. He says, the mystery of a heavenly God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. So that means if you haven't read what the prophets have been reading and you believed it and understood it, that's when you see, okay, he's called out already. So the angel's already done it in those days. So it's a mystery to many people. So, okay, then how would you be able to know? And I said it to you guys, one of the things I do highly suspect. Knowledge, the truth will hit the four corners of the earth. And when it happens, the end will come. You want a better, understanding of it. There's very few or hardly any information we've come across that we haven't gone across already. It's just repetition. And we've seen people come out with this stuff. So, oh, look what's happening. But we knew about this years ago. That means knowledge for the system is complete. It's limited. Not even limited. It has the cap on it has been reached. So we're not seeing anything brand new. For me, that's one of the main things. I read it again. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of our blessed God should be finished. So that means all the things that he didn't understand, he didn't realize. That means you're not going to see any new books come out from nowhere. The books have already been there. It's just up to you to read it. Any new scriptures? Oh, look, we found something in the deeper in the Qumran caves. Look what we found. No. Anything about the Heavenly Father is complete. You just have to go and check for it. Nothing new. No more hidden books, no more secrets, no nothing. That's what he's saying. And then if that's happened, that means the beginning of the voice of the angel, has sounded. And it coincides with what the prophecies of the prophets were. The truth will hit the four corners of the earth. Then will come. Verse 8. And a voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. See, because it must have been the case of the angel when he was speaking, and even the thunders were speaking, they were giving the information. And John was just about to write it, and the four horns on the golden altar said, don't do that. Leave it. That's not for you to write down. It reads, give me the little book. Sorry, hold on, go back. Verse 9, it said, and went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter. But it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And this is incredibly important because it's proclaiming something specific that is happening now. Literally now. Verse 10, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Verse 11, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. The book is the gospel, the truth. When we try and share it, as he said, sharing it to verse 11, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Let's remember, during John's time, they're already doing that. So what does he mean? Talk about us. When we go across the earth, be it online, be it in person, whatever, at work, at the bus stop, in Starbucks, in McDonald's, wherever, and we share the truth. It sounds sweet. When it comes out of mouth, it sounds really nice. But then when you tell them, okay, but now this is what you must do. You must change your ways. You must turn away from all the wickedness you're doing. You must, and it becomes bitter in their stomach. They don't want to switch over. They want to turn. They want to continue what they're doing, but receive the joy and the rewards of something that they don't deserve. They don't realize that what we're talking about is royalty, royal regalness, high standard, spiritually high standard. You think you're a good person? No. So a lot of people find it a bitter message to digest. Remember, this is the seventh woe. But it doesn't stop there. To show you how, as I said, how quickly things go to incredibly scientific to overwhelmingly spiritual. In chapter 11.
2 Baruch, chapter 70, verse 1 to 6. Hear therefore the interpretation of the last black waters which are to come after the black. This is the word. Behold, the days come, and it shall be when the time of the age has ripened, and the harvest of its evil and good seeds have come, that the mighty one will bring upon the earth and its inhabitants, and upon its rulers, perturbation of spirit and stupor of heart, and they will hate one another, and provoke one another to fight, and the mean shall rule over the honourable, and those of low degree shall be extolled above the famous. And the many shall be delivered into the hands of the few, and those who are nothing shall rule over the strong. And the poor shall have abundance beyond the rich, and the impious shall exalt themselves above the heroic. And the wise shall be silent, and the foolish shall speak. Neither shall the thought of men be then confirmed, nor the counsel of the mighty, nor shall the hope of those who hope be confirmed. Moreover, it shall be when those things which were predicted have come to pass, that confusion shall fall upon all men, and some of them shall fall into battle, and some of them shall perish in anguish,